Alright, what's going on, guys? So I'm going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to change up the look on my daily driver, the old 2014 Ford Fusion. I'm going to go ahead and take this stripe off, and we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to put a new red stripe on down the center. So it's been on there for about a year and a half. I don't want to leave it on there too long and then fades into the paint from the sun, you know. So been about a year and a half, so it's time to either change it or move it. So I'm going to take it off, and then we're going to put a new stripe on down the center. So first things first, we need to go ahead and clean the surface up. I'm going to just clean it with soapy water, and then I'm going to use this clay bar rag, which these are awesome. If you don't have one, you can get them online pretty cheap. And make sure all the dirt and everything is off of the paint. Get all this, the bugs and stuff out, and we're gonna pull that stripe off, and then we're gonna basically have a stripe come down the center. So I'll show you how we're gonna do that, and hopefully it looks good. And I'm thinking it's gonna look pretty good. I got a nice color red, and rather than using the blue halos, I'll be able to turn them to red to match the stripe. So let's get started. In order to put the new stripe on, and you want to do it yourself, you're going to need some of this, some Knifeless tape. And what this is going to allow me to do is, it's basically got a wire, or kind of like fishing line, in the tape. So I'm going to be able to put the tape where I want the stripe to be cut. I'll lay the vinyl over the tape, and then I'll have a little bit left up at the top, and I'll just kind of yank it, and it'll start cutting the vinyl. So I'll be able to design the stripe how I want. So go ahead and start doing that. Okay, so this one is pretty much laid. Just a mock-up right now, and then we're going to put the other side on, and then we'll kind of measure it from the Ford emblem. Alright, so I just kind of tilted the car at an angle, so I've got some more room to work back behind me, so I can kind of step back and see if it's symmetrical. It's kind of rough right now. It's definitely not lined up at the bottom, but just working with the top for now. So it's pretty easy to get them lined up at the top, because you just use the body line. Make sure they're good there. And when I get down here, I am going to take some measurements so that these are going to be symmetrical to each side. So that's going to keep me lined up down here. And then I'll probably just use some kind of measurement to make sure it's good down there, and just eye it up. So okay, so I got the Knifeless tape, got it all centered up. It's all measured. It's all perfect. So I went ahead and cut basically, just a big sheet to fit the hood. So now I'm going to go ahead and center it, and then lay it over and start squeezing it and get it good to go to pull the tape out from under it. All right, so I got the vinyl laid on there, and it looks pretty good. Not only like one or two little flaws that you'll probably never be able to see. Okay, so I went ahead and I pulled the line through here. So it is pretty tricky, but I already pulled the line through. So this would be kind of the fishing line. If I can grab it, but it was up here, and it was in the middle of this green little tape. And what you do is you kind of you separate the line from the tape, and then you cut the tape in the center and pull the line back through. Kind of confusing, but then you pull the line back through the center of the tape. You kind of notch yourself a little bit in the vinyl, so it gives it an easy starting point, and then you pull the green like fishing line back all the way back, and then it gives you a nice straight cut. So this side is already done. I'm gonna pull this vinyl off, but we're gonna do the other side first. All right, so I pretty much got the hood stripe on, all on. Got this tucked under and tucked under in the front too. So now it's time to go ahead and start working on this. So you can pretty well see the Florida emblem. So I need to be able to cut it and leave enough that I can tuck the excess under the emblem and you won't be able to see it. So hopefully I get this on the first try. If not, we'll just lay a new piece. And I didn't really think that far ahead, but I forgot my whole engine bay is blue. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and change all this wire loom to red, and maybe do the air filter red and that red, so everything matches. So that'll be for another day, another video. So. Alright, so here is the finished product. Got the stripe all laid. Got it cut out pretty good around here. And it's laid on there. Got the red halos on. But it's all finished. I'm going to leave it like this for now. Just wanted to change things up a bit. So I'm pretty pleased with it. Basically the next thing I need to do is go ahead and change kind of the accents. I had those blue on all four door handles, and I also need to go ahead and change my interior, change that stuff to red, but I'll get that all finished soon. Might make a video doing that, but there it is. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, maybe learned something. It's not too hard. Just give it a try yourself. The vinyl is real cheap, so have fun. See ya.